ROHRER of Clarion against Troy Kinyon of Greenfield here. Kinyon is undefeated, although once tied. Referee will be Bill Garner of New Hampton. 112 pounds. Chuck, you have a couple of looks at maybe a change in the team title there. Somebody shifted around to those last 105-pound weight classes.
Well, I think it's going to be shifting around a lot, and we'll just leave some of them out because that'll be changing constantly. But that put Fort Dodge out just enough where Des Moines Dowling has to get a pin now in order to be able to win it.
They're ahead by 5.5.
Right, and then it moved State Center West Marshall up into 3rd place in the 2A, and it moved Rock Valley up into 3rd place in the 1A. So those will keep changing around, but it'll be interesting to watch.
Here at 2A, we have Terry Schmucker against Randy Vogel. Schmucker is from Van Horn Benton Community, up in the corner there. Randy Vogel of Comanche is his opponent. And at 3A, it's Dan Knight of Clinton, undefeated in 2 years, going against Brent Helmkamp of Fort Dodge. And that's a big one for Fort Dodge. If they win it, they're all in. They're in first place for good. And at 112, you're looking at 1A, Joe ROHRER of Clarion against Troy Kinyon of Greenfield. They're both in black. And the man who just made the takedown is from Greenfield. Kinyon, no takedown yet.
Well, they're still on the mat. It's real nice balance and a good hip toss by Joe ROHRER from Clarion to avoid getting taken down with that. It's a nice low-level penetrating shot by Kinyon from Greenfield. He's a senior and undefeated this year.
You can see that Kinyon is slightly taller. Slightly taller.
You can just see across one of the mats that Dan Knight from Clinton just won by a fall.
Yeah, so Fort Dodge is going to have to wait to clinch it because Dan Knight pinned Brent Helmkamp so fast that we didn't even see it a minute and a half into the match. Maybe we'll get a chance to look at that later. We're in the 2nd period here at 1A. Joe ROHRER against Troy Kinyon.
ROHRER from Clarion got that takedown. A real nice penetrating double. One of the things that we're always looking for athletes to do is go get their opponent, but keep on going once you got him, so you make sure you keep him. See how it just goes right on through, stepping right on through him, and then pushes it on up toward the head to keep the pressure on. Now, you know, there's a lot of relation of people up here in that north-central part of the state. Doug, it's interesting to watch him. I was talking to Joe's coach today, the young man that's on top right now, and one of the coaches walked by and said, well, you know, he's related to Hagen. He used to wrestle up at Brett. And then the coach from Eagle Grove, Ryland, walked by and said, well, yeah, he's my cousin, too. So yeah, they're all intertwined here.
They have those wrestling genes just running all over the place.
They certainly understand what you're supposed to do to win state championships because out of that group of towns up there, the Bretts, the Clarions, the Eagle Groves, they certainly have won their share.
And Greenfield, we saw Lonnie Timlin of Drake as the marshal of the Grand Parade tonight, and he was once the coach at Greenfield High School. Before
he really got their program started down there, guys. Just brought it out of nowhere.
At AA, we have no score between Schmucker and Vogel. We're looking at 1A. It's 2-0 in favor of Joe ROHRER of Clarion on top right now.
Well, he's having a heck of a go right here because young Troy Kinyon from Greenfield is just keeping his pace and keeping his motion, not getting all tied up.
That's the end of the period. Good ride, actually, by ROHRER. He prevented that escape all the way to the end. It was like bronco riding.
He opened the bull door for the Brahma Bull, didn't they, in the rodeo?
And he's going to have to do it again because there's Kinyon on the bottom. See, he's picked up a black eye in the meat somewhere along the line.
Hey, this is a grind for these guys. Got to be pretty tough to come through here unscathed.
That was a wicked first move there by ROHRER.
What he did was he just kept his hips in underneath Kinyon's hips and then jammed the arm at the same time. And as he cut him down to the side, he controlled the arm, which prevented him from getting it back up. Now here he is on his feet, fighting hands. Responsibility of the man behind him to put him down.
He's been able to bring Kinyon back down every time.
He likes some tilt action. Young ROHRER from Clarion likes to let you get started and then chop that arm and cut down on the hips and see if you can't get those real easy back points by just tilting them. But he just hasn't been able to control the arm well.
He hasn't been able to get out to the side at all. He's been wrestling parallel all the way through this first part of the match. We're a half a minute into the 2nd period. The second 2-minute period. Again, up goes Kinyon to the feet. He just hasn't been able to come out.
He's been tied up pretty tight. and still been able to make some good moves. He really has kept the match interesting by doing some good offensive wrestling on the bottom.
But I think he's had enough of this. He's ready to start on top here, trailing 2-0. Let me try something different.
Well, he got here late with only one tie in the whole season, so obviously he knows a lot about what he wants to do, and it'd be interesting to see if he can make this match go his way a little
You
bit.
notice he's won 2 decisions in the state meet so far. Kinyon, the man who's on the bottom, they were both shutouts. And the other match, he won by fall.
He's been in control. Now, young ROHRER looks like he's very controlled, very composed. As we see him in here, he picks the leg to stop him, but he just is very tough. A lot of power wrestling. You know, he couldn't make their team, and couldn't make it to state last year because in their district was Itis, the champion, and Kelber, a champion. You know, they were in their district last year. 2 guys that both won state titles. Kelber 2 times and Itis 1 time. So here's a guy that just got down to state for the first time.
Well, they're at 1A this year, too. And Joe ROHRER continues on top.
Well, right now he's almost losing that. I don't know whether they're going to give one because they're out of the mat.
Referee Bill Garner of New Hampton gave the escape there, making the score 2-1 in favor of ROHRER Clinton.
Well, it looked like he had reversed him, but we couldn't see the edge of the mat, and that's what he was looking at. Where he was standing was that he was off the mat, so he gave the 1 point for an escape and not 2 for a reversal.
Clarion went down for a shot, couldn't get it. Head and arm control by Troy Kinyon on top just at the end of the period. So we go back to the center, and this time Kinyon gets to ride. This is his first time up.
Well, he's pretty good on top, and he knows how to pin and get guys in the back, and of course now he has to.
You bet.
So it'll be interesting to see what he's going to try to put into effect here, because Joe ROHRER from Clarion has been working very hard just to keep Kinyon down.
Coming out the back.
Yes, he picked that leg up, but it was tucked in there and just threw it over the top.
It's even. An escape for ROHRER very quickly. It's 3-1. So Kinyon wasn't able to ride at all. He does have the 2-in-1 arm control here. See what he makes of. You see that down in the high schools now. It took a while for that to even get to college.
Yes, it did. They're starting to learn how to counter that thing fairly effective now, or the referees are calling him for stall. There he's in deep on a double, but he's got his motion stopped, so now he's going to have to work to finish it.
0-0 over at the AA mat, by the way, between Snooker and Vogel in the last period. 0-0.
Well, there he gets that takedown.
Nice match by ROHRER. He's been tough in this match.
Really has. He's wrestled aggressively, and what you said is the right word, I think. He's wrestled tough. He hasn't shown any quarter at all. Been able to stick tough right in there.
And he leads by 4. It's 5-1, and there's 1 minute to go. And Troy Kinyon has to figure there's some way to get up off his face here. They're stalling against ROHRER. That's the first call we've had tonight. We're going to look at that again.
Now, see, he's just a little anxious, and there he comes in and takes the leg up, sweeps with his other foot, take him down to the mat for the 2-point takedown.
Live action again. This is Joe ROHRER of Clarion going for a state title against Troy Kinyon of Greenfield. We have 48 seconds to go, and it's 5-1 ROHRER.
Well, he's got to break this pattern that's established where he starts to get to his feet, gets the ankle picked up, and then he's down here scrambling on the mat. If he's going to have a chance to win, Troy Kinyon's going to have to be able to let go of that arm he's got right there and take his point. He's going to try to reverse it.
25 seconds to go. Stalemate. There are about 20 seconds to go over on the AA mat, too. And it's 2-0 finally over there in favor of Schmucker of Van Horn Benton Community. He scored in the last minute. And that's what the score is right now.
Well, he just did a different kind of a stand-up that time. You know, he shoved himself out to the outside in a tripod, then tried to come back for a roll.
Kinyon is out.
Here, ROHRER just releases him. He just intentionally turned him loose.
And ROHRER's in on the leg. He can hold on here and win. He can just stay there.
Even if he gets taken down, he still will win.
And that's it. Joe ROHRER of Clarion, winner as a junior. This is his first time to the state tournament, and he's the champion. Troy Kinyon finished 6th last year, qualified 2 years ago, has to settle for 2nd. And that's his first loss of 1984-85, 112 pounds. There's the winner. Yeah,
He's got to be happy.
A good wrestling coach has to be a good catcher. You know,
Yeah, he
catch
does.
those guys when they jump. Here's the awards for 105 pounds at 1A.
Central Lyon. 6th place, Kevin Chesmore, Winthrop East. 6th place, Van Lowe Klang, Roland Story. 5th place, Bill Froh, Martinsdale St. Mary's. 4th place, Brent Goodrun, Wilton. 3rd place, Tom Hogan, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. 2nd place, Troy Kinyon, Greenfield. And the 1A 112-pound champion from Clarion, Joe ROHRER.
Joe ROHRER wrestled a heck of a match tonight to win his state championship at 112 pounds.